Rendszerváltó munkások létminimum alatt robotolnak raposzat, legyen meg a fejaddal. Keresem az alkalmat a szabad terepen, de maguk alá gyűrnek a fogaskerekek.
If love had a sound, this would be that sound.
Which loan are those? Which what are those? I don't know what you mean. Which ones are these? Transformers? This is the Revoltech Starscream. This is the Iron Factory War Giant or Bruticus. And this is the Revoltech Megatron. Any other questions? It's getting mic'd up here. Just got this lav mic showing. It's hooked up to my PC right now. Hopefully people on Twitch and YouTube can hear me a little better. To do with these guys, I already took a couple shots. I can show you. Let's see what I got. I took the initial picture that I took. I have War Giant Bruticus holding Megatron with Starscream, kind of like telling him what to do. There was another one with Bumblebee over here, and he was kind of holding him by the leg upside down. And then there's another one that I took. I can't recall which one that is, but take a look on our feed at Toy Bacon. There's 3 Iron Factory War Giant shots, but I can't see your studio now just because I'm streaming. But I mean, if you want to shoot me a DM, I could definitely take a look at your feed and critique you on what you got. We also got Mario here and one of the Inklings from Splatoon. Just did a quick shot actually of these two together after the Smash Bros announcement at Nintendo Direct. about you? Where are you from? You're here on the other side of America, so you're south. Oh, Chile. Nice to meet you, man. So, what am I gonna This is a big ass box that I got from my friends at Crashbox Customs. Chris put this together for me and Danny. Really excited because I know what's inside and you don't. So, yeah. So I'm going to move some stuff around, give you guys a better angle of what's going on here. So bear with me. Let's get this closer here. Bring tripod higher. Sorry, I'm shaking around so much. That works. You're coming with me too. Fit. Let's see. to share. How do you do that? If you want to share videos, sure. Yeah, if you have content that you want to pass our way, we'll see what we can put on our site on either Kuya Kicks or Toy Bacon. How's it going, man? I've never done this before. It's pretty cool.
Hey, let me make some tour on my studio.
Oh, very nice. It's a nice G1, and you got some good Titans Return there.
Yeah, currently
Was that Predaking?
it's funded by the G1.
Oh, very nice. I have a lot of third party. I don't have a lot of official stuff.
Yeah, having a huge mix between the third party and the official one. There.
That's cool.
And this is the biggest or the best boxes I sell because I throw away a lot of those boxes.
Yeah, no, I usually take them out of the box, and I'll wrap the box in paper and I put it in storage because I don't take it in and out. You know, once I take it out, I don't put it back in. I don't want to bend it, you know?
Yeah, even they use a lot of space and they use like a lot of the box useless.
Yeah, I have the same. I have bins like that, just like yours, and then, you know, I just put them in a Ziploc and then I put them inside.
That's right. And currently all my favorites are saved on the inside this plastic box.
Oh yeah.
This is my last.
Oh nice. Oh wow. That's cool. With the arc there. That's awesome. See, I use things like this for my Lego.
Oh, beautiful.
Right, just to keep it nice and organized. But it's perfect, you know? So I can access everything and it doesn't get lost.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm trying to get this in the future because it's a lot of work trying to pick one and figure it because between all these boxes, for example, that's why when I pick one of them, for example,
Yeah.
forget I have to remove all this stuff. So I want in the future have to make on a shelf, something like this to can pick up all of them. If we want to pick up, for example, pick a drone or an octopus, you can pick up one of them from the shelf.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like I have one storage locker that has a whole bunch of shelves, and then I put the cases in, you know, in between just to keep it out of the way.
This is one of my last guys arrived.
Oh, nice. Is that official or KO?
It's a infinite transformation and a Kyo. The best Kyo even.
They're awesome though. I'm not. That's what I'm saying. To me, it doesn't matter. Like, if it looks good and it plays good, then whatever.
stuff, these parts, the die cut, plus the feed, and even the
Nice. So I think I'm gonna open this up. Just came in the mail, but it's for I'm doing a con with a friend next in the next few weeks. So this is our display. This box is so big.
we're playing in the box.
Exactly. Lots of paper. Oh, very nice. So this is a Crashbox Prop Pack 01. So it has 3 crash boxes, 6 magazines, 6 newspapers, 3 parking tickets, 8 lotto tickets, 1 range target, 1 bag of glass.
Oh, beautiful.
Some boxes here. This is a prop pack again from Crashbox Customs. They're on Instagram and Facebook, so if you look up Crashbox, you can see all the amazing work that Chris does. So this is the first pack. We also have prop pack 2.
Oh, great.
So we got some barrels, looks like a propane tank, fence panel, chain link section, fire hydrant, pallet. Yeah.
Wow, that's a material which makes some dioramas.
Yeah. Pretty sweet. So these are like, he has a couple of them. I think he just sells them as accessory packs. We got a lot of masterpiece, eh?
I'm preparing my.
Oh, sick. So this is a ledge I asked him to make. Just the corner of a building. Let's see.
Very nice materials, eh?
Oh yeah. So, I'm gonna see if I can get an action figure to put it there. It is 10:22.
1 hour difference.
Yeah. Never been to Chile before. I'd like to go. Here's. Let's see.
What's my last drive?
Oh, nice. Devastator. Who's that? Who's in your hand?
Let me check the books. Yeah, here. Agent.
Oh, pretty sweet.
Agent from KFC.
Okay. So you can see War Machine. Just kind of here.
We got some friends looking at it. Our video.
What's going on, Longshore?
Hey dude. Let me sound about.
I have two cameras going right now. I have you guys here on Instagram Live, and then I'm on Twitch and YouTube as well. I'm gonna show the other camera some love here. This is my custom Crashbox corner dial. It's pretty awesome detail there. The tiling, brickwork. It's 12 scale, and you can see the back. Something basic. Very nice finish. So I'll be using this probably at like a low angle. Make it seem like someone's on the top of a roof or on a side kind of angle. I'll play around with it. But again, this is from Crashbox Customs. I'll show you again the corner to the back. His name is Chris. We just got on, I found him on Instagram and sent him a couple messages, and we had a few calls, and he made it custom for the show that we're doing, and also my photography and my YouTube channel. So, all right, we still got some more. What's that?
So a message from one guy in Rambo Custom. Saludar. Speaking Spanish.
Oh yeah?
Rambo, ¿hablas español? ¿Hablas español, Rambo? I don't know. Or English? I don't know. Bueno.
And
Hola,
then-
Joaquín. Joaquín, he was de acá de Chile. And up there, from Canada, to Bacon.
What's going on?
Hey, long term, learn another Spanish.
Okay, what do we got here? So we got two pieces. Whoa, fail. Just trying to show off this card here. Crashbox.
Where did you go? Where did you get all this stuff?
Crashbox Customs.
Crashbox.
Yeah, they're on Instagram and on Facebook.
Long short made a joke. He says, poquito español.
Okay, so just a little bit, eh?
Yeah. What about your Spanish? You speak Spanish or
No, I don't. I'm very Canadian. But I have a Spanish name, Francisco.
not? Really?
Francisco Tejada. I don't know anyone from Chile though, but I grew up with some people from Colombia, El Salvador, Venezuela. So I guess you're my first friend from Chile. LA? Oh man, I'd love to check out LA. I've never been to Cali. Trying to get these cameras close together. This might work. Yeah, the Devastator's so badass. That's a miss. I don't have any Devastator, but actually I have one. It's not a good one. It's the Revenge of the Fallen.
I got this, but I resell here in Chile because I don't like it too much.
Yeah, I got it for my birthday. I liked it at the time, but now I don't.
Oh yeah, Primo Prime. It's a friend of mine here in the country, and even in this city. We 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 shared a lot of time yesterday playing with all these guys. We bring us a Godzilla and a huge one like this size, and we have a lot of fun. It was very nice sharing this time yesterday. Let me bring some friends. Big envelope, like camera. Oh,
That's
deep
awesome.
shine. Envelope, love, camera. Hello.
Okay. What's that?
That's right. Yeah, it's a Longshore is making some comments about the diorama, about the idea to use paper. Yeah, absolutely. Because someday I pick up one piece of paper and I say, no, I can do something special like actually like this. Even I don't know.
So this is the
For some
dial
reason,
guy.
that's right. But for some reason, I see this in a reverse. Right? Oh, very nice, nice piece of wall.
Right? It's pretty
Yeah,
battle damaged, if I say so.
that's right.
That's one. The other.
Yeah. Hey, Longshore is asking about obviously. Do
Oh
you?
yeah. So yeah, we do toy photography. So it's not just me. I'm one guy. I'm Francisco. My partner is Andrew. We're best friends. We've known each other since 1995, 1996. But we were always collecting toys, our entire life. So we found, Toy Crew Buddies, Toy Group Alliance, ACBA, all these, photographers, and we just started Toy Bacon just, to have fun with our photography skills, make new friends, and, share our love for toys.
Very nice. Which line do you prefer, or which line do you play?
Which like
With?
toys? Which brands?
That's right. Yeah.
It depends, because for me, I'm more into the Figma, SHF, Transformers type of stuff. Andrew is more into um, uh, the DC Select, Icons, Marvel Legends. Um, we kind of split. Like he's more, I think the characters that he follows are more Western, more North American comics, superheroes, stuff like that. I'm more into the gaming, the anime. So the manufacturers are either Asian or American, right? So it's kind of a split between the two of us. But at least we don't buy the same shit. Like our collection is big because we buy different stuff.
That's right. Yeah. And I mean, I think a, a really huge collection of all of the stuff.
All right. Whoops. This is the floor that he made.
Very nice. Nice work.
Yeah, it's really happy with this. And the other panel is this one here. So very similar.
Okay.
They're supposed to lock together. I'm gonna put it all together right now.
Wow.
It's like this. The magnet's really strong. Oh, I think so. It's pretty tough. Look, I can lift it up. I feel like Magneto.
Oh, dope.
It's pretty nice. I like it.
Absolutely.
I don't know what happened. It got kicked off.
Yeah, maybe it was censored.
I know.
Too much followers.
It's too hot.
That's right.
So yeah, this is it. It's a little big for these guys because they're too. This is only the Revoltech is the scale's too small, but this is made for MP. So I'm trying to see if I have a bigger thing here. Maybe I'll use.
Yeah, this is this is one of the big problems with I choose to only collect masterpiece line.
Yeah.
Because the scale is too huge.
Yeah. No, I know and that's why I don't have enough space. This is not bad. This is the Mega Man Chogokin. Just gonna get these cameras more level. Is my mic working? Can you hear me? Yo, what's going on, Danny? Just trying to figure out my new angles here. Show off the new shit. It's so hard, I don't have enough space in this studio, yo. Need a bigger apartment. Oh, sick. So the audio is working. So basically, again, I put together this, well, I didn't put it together, but I ordered this from a guy named Chris. He has a company called Crashbox Customs. I do toy photography, and I wonder if I could show you some of my stuff. Let's show you a little bit about what we do. Toy Bacon. So that's a company that me and my best friend started. We're just toy collectors that wanted to bring our imagination to life. So we started shooting our toys. But let's see what we got here. Show a closer look here at the art. What about the picture? How's the picture? Is it alright? So this one I call Mew 420. Oh yeah. So the reason why we got this made was for two reasons. I want to make better YouTube content, and I think that there's a lot of people that, you know, they just use the right white screen. I have a white screen too that I pull down here, but they just kind of, you know, you just kind of hear their voice, and it's talking a voice, you know, with their hands. And, you know, I'm not shy to get in front of camera. I kind of want to build my persona, my personality. So I started, you know, getting some new equipment for Restream, and now I stream on Twitch and YouTube. But I wanted something different, you know what I mean? Like something to separate me from, you know, the people that are doing the more vanilla stuff. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I love what, you know, the other reviewers do, but I wanted to do something a little bit different. But so basically, yeah, Toy Bacon, like the photos that we do is just kind of like, you know, just like some fun stuff. So you can see this is the SH Fig Arts, or D Arts rather, Mewtwo figure. He's holding up some joints here, which I thought was funny, so I call this one Mew 420. Let's go to the next. This is one I did for my buddy Larry. You know, he and I are both big Zelda fans, so we, you know, I decided to do something a little bit different. This actually is a little crate that I picked up from Michael's. It was a regular, you know, raw wood, but I stained it with a walnut just to give it more of an authentic chest sort of look. And then I stole Captain America's shield from the SH Fig Arts figure. So I wanted to do like a little bit of crossover, like, you know, when Link goes into the chest, he's always getting some type of weapon. So we did Captain America shield over here. Thought it was kind of fun. This was for, I think it was like Best Friend Day or Dog Day or something like that. So this is the D Arts Mega Man, original Mega Man, not Mega Man X that I have over here. But he comes with Rush and the little Matul. So I took the Matul out, which is kind of cool. You could take the helmet off. and it was kind of like to show how like man's best friend, like he knows like shit's gonna go down, and you know the enemy's hiding underneath this helmet over here. So that's that. What's that? Oh, the Link. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, the Link was a lot of fun to shoot. Here's another one with the same figures. So this is the Figma Link. Who do we have here? Colin? What's going on? I got so many streams running right now. I got Instagram Live, Twitch, and YouTube. But so this is the Figma Skyward Sword Link with the Age of Ultron SH Figuarts Captain America. This one I call Heroes of Time. Because both of them, if you know their stories, they were both locked away for a little bit. Link was locked away in time, or at least in Ocarina of Time. He was locked away in the Temple of Time for 7 years. Captain America, I think he was on ice for what, 40 or 50 years or something like that after the war. And they both have shields, so it's kind of like, I thought it would be a cool little crossover here. This one was just for shits. You know, I really love Metal Gear. I love Attack on Titan. And there was this company called Little Armory that came up with these little, like Berettas, little pistols and all this type of stuff. So I wanted to know, you know, hey, like, can I stage like some kind of like shot with these two characters? And what I did is basically I took the pistols and I put them in each of their hands just to kind of see how they scaled. And I thought it turned out perfect. So this is actually my sister's old kitchen island. You know, I got really, really low, you know what I mean, into the angle. This is a 55mm lens. I think I have it here somewhere. Yeah, I shot it with my old camera, my T2i, but with my 50mm. And, you know, it came out pretty crisp. You know, I like the lighting here. What else do I got here? Oh, this one's one of my favorites. So Disco Batman came out as a exclusive figure in a blister, or I guess a bubble pack or whatever you call it at the Lego store. You have to spend like whatever, 30-40 bucks. But it was Clown Batman and Disco Batman that came with this. And right after the Lego Batman movie, the Joker mobile came out. And I really wanted it, but I didn't pick it up. But my friend Phil, his daughter, he and his daughter were shopping around, and she actually picked out the Joker mobile for herself. So I asked Charlie, his daughter, if I could borrow it for a shot, and I staged it. So basically, this is Batman jacking the Joker mobile and running the Joker over with his own car. But I thought that the purple, worked out really nice. You know what I mean? The complementary purple of Batman's suit, disco suit, and the gold was just the perfect match, for this shot. And I just put this on a pink background and shot that. And she actually, I framed a print of this and I signed it for her. And I'm really honored to have that on her wall. So she has her own toy back, but also, she respects and, they appreciate, this shot, and, have it up in her room. So I think that's really cool. This one I took, I think in November, maybe 2 years ago or something, at least 2 or 3 years ago. And what I did is, since it was November, I gave Kirby a mustache, which was just black cardboard, and I just put little sticky tack behind it. And I was eating some Korean food, and I don't know, for whatever fucking reason, I decided to bust out Kirby and feed him some rice. But I don't know, just something for fun. I love that one. Always used to put Batman. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think that that's awesome. Switching your figs, putting them in different whips and stuff like that. I got tons of different cars and minifigures and stuff. So I'm excited to shoot some more. This I also shot for Movember. Of course, Dr. Mario rather, with the mustache. This is the Super Smash Bros. 4 amiibo. just in front of a blue background, and I raided the medicine cabinet, and I just kind of like stacked all the pills and Buckley syrup and Benylin cough syrup and all this type of stuff over here. So it's just kind of like, you know, Dr. Mario and all the drugs that he has over here. Oh, I'm glad you like the Kirby one, man. It's one of my favorite figures. And I think these are all repeats. So I used to go to cons, and these are just kind of like extra prints from those cons that didn't sell. You know, it was good while it lasted, but I find that, you know, it's so competitive in Artist Alley to make any money. So I stopped making prints in bulk, and now I only do custom orders. So, you know, if anyone's interested, you know, my best friend and I, like I said, we have our Instagram, we have our Facebook, we have our website. All of it is Toy Bacon, a tasty take on toys. Because again, our idea was to, you know, add some flavor to our imagination and to our action figures to bring them to life. And you know, we now we just shoot custom photos. We don't, you know, print stuff too often. So yeah, that's kind of like what we got. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, the pill shot is a pretty popular one, Dr. Mario. Shoot me an email if you want. I could just put one in a tube and send it your way, man. Or if you like any of these, I'm not even lying. Like I'll fucking mail you some art. So if you yeah, if you just shoot me a DM, I guess on @ToyBacon on Instagram or on Twitter with your mailing address, I'll put a couple photos together, put them in a tube, and you know, I'll see how quickly I can get those to you. But yeah, man, appreciate your support. Just trying to do something a little different here. Yo, what's good, Danny? This dio's looking badass. Can't wait to use it at the con, man. Look at this shit. It's fucking awesome. Oh yeah, that was just like I said. The snake shot was it was just in my kitchen. Like I just just put the figures in the kitchen, just using the legs of the table to to get them to work. But yeah, I'm actually gonna do something new because I want to really. I love this background, and I think I want to bust out my Unrustable Bastards for the first time. These are a brand new figure made by a friend and his company, Spencer, and provided by my buddy Danny from Toy Travelers. So I just kind of really wanted to show these new figures off. So let me switch it up a little bit. Yeah, man, do it up. I'll hook you up. All right. So these are the new figures I was talking about. They're not really found at a lot of, I think it's very limited retail. They sell them online, but they started off as a Kickstarter, which is pretty cool. But my buddy Danny, he has a company called Toy Travelers, helping him out with the marketing, and you know, he introduced me to a guy Spencer and this team of guys that that put together these figures. So I just kind of wanted to, you know, give them some love and kind of take a look at them. They're a little different, but they are basically their own franchise, their own transformable bots. They're these awesome, you know, biker style bots that come with riders over here. So you have Atomo, which is super rare. You have Spectre Rogue, and I can't recall this guy's name. But let me look into the history a little bit more. Yeah, man, if you shoot me some references of, like, you know, what you're looking for, I can see what I can do to incorporate it into my shots. Like I said, I'm always trying to do custom. Like, I'll hook you up with the ones that I got that you already saw. But if you have any custom ideas and stuff like that, like, send me, you know, some suggestions. I'll see what I can shoot. So this guy is Burly, or iRide. It depends on the head that you use, but they have a couple different things. Hold on. But basically, this company, these guys, the Mayhem Mekaniks dudes, they have experience with, you know, third-party transformers. They're big collectors, they're designers, they're artists that basically all pooled together, came up with this awesome concept of their own action figure, transformable action figure, and this is kind of what they came up with. I'm gonna actually unbox and get into them, which is kind of cool. If people already know what these are, you gotta get on that Atomo one really quick. I believe he's super rare. He's basically kind of like an Akira bike, and they'll only be selling him for until the end of the month. So it's kind of like the last chance. You would get this triple pack, basically everything that I have here. Oh, nice. You're at the networking event? So yeah, I can just meet up with you, man, and give you the art in person. All right, so let's get in here. Oh yeah, that's a pretty sweet bike. Let's take the rider out too. It's pretty sweet. It's nice detail there. Let's get the rider going. See if I can get him in some kind of badass pose, arms crossed or something like that. I'll move back a little bit more. That's kind of cool, hey? Hold up, I got some questions coming in another feed. Alright, so back to this guy. This is pretty dope. Really like how this turned out. I wonder what I can do for the color though. I think my lighting might be a little too bright. Maybe I could bring this forward. Nice. Yeah, for sure. It does kind of look like Sigma. I think if you give him a gem in his head with a sword or some slash claws, that would be pretty sweet. If I can bring this down a little bit more. Should get some focus going though. Come on. I thought the autofocus on this Logitech is supposed to be a little bit better, but it's kind of laggy. Oh yeah, that's much better. But he also comes with a whole bunch of accessories. So what do they got here? He said that triple threat package. Yeah, I need to use my hand to get the depth of field. I think that since I was moving the camera or the tripod and the dial around so much that, you know, it just kind of couldn't find exactly what I was looking for, but I just had to leave something there in focus for a bit. But yeah, it comes with a whole bunch of different heads. So I'll show you here. I don't know which one's which, but there's Axle, Chola, Hopper, Hollister, and Hazer. Which is kind of cool. There's a couple different chest plates. You get 2 small pistols. You got the 2 rifles or shotguns, whatever these are. And then this wicked chainsaw kind of blade below, which is pretty badass. Kind of want to crack into them, to be honest. Yeah, I know what's going on with the focus. I don't know if it's the lighting or whatever it is, but let's take some of these bad boys out. Alright. First and foremost, you got this dude. Kind of like an Optimus kind of face. Closed like mouth guard. Almost like these Starscream type of things on the side here. A little bit of lag, I can't tell how much what you can see, if things are in focus or not. See if I can do this again. Yo, what's good, Drew? Yeah, man, this dio's pretty crazy. Try and get the focus on these things. Here's the head. Yeah, I think the dio's kind of stealing the show here. Might have to detach these walls because I'm losing focus. Let's see here. Let's see if this works. So one small thing I'm noticing is that the right shoulder socket is a little loose, Might need to put some like putty or paper or something in there, but otherwise it's pretty badass. The question is it magnetized? User. Let's get this out of the way again. Let's get back to this figure. It's pretty awesome, this little rider guy. So again, as I mentioned, you got these. Come on. Let's see if I can do this hand trick again. Seems to always want to find the background. But his head's on a ball peg, so much that you can kind of bend it down for its transformation. You get the two different heads. Again, one with a closed mouth, one with a more like menacing, kind of snarling face. I'll get to that later. You got ball joints on the side here. You have bicep, swivel. You got double jointed elbows, very nice. You got wrist swivel here. No hand articulation nor finger articulation, but that's okay based on the size. You got some good ab crunch. You got a waist pivot, which is nice. You have thigh swivel. You have double jointed knees. Legs are also on ball pegs, so you can kind of swing them around like you want to do a little Ryu Tatsumaki Senpukyu, some one of those. What else do we got here? The foot is also on a ball peg, so you can get full 360 rotation as well as ankle rock. There is no toe articulation, the foot is just all one piece, but that's okay. Pretty good so far. The bike is pretty sweet. Got these nice fat tires. It stays balanced on its own, so you don't need a kickstand or anything like that. Which is kind of cool. Just gonna take a quick look at it, but the paint looks pretty solid. The silver paint apps look really nice. Got these little pistons over here. It's kind of cool. Just trying to look at these little details. You can see the Unrestable Bastards logo over here. Oh, I can see the face actually. The skull face is kind of hiding inside this windshield in the front. What else do we got? You could articulate, or there's or basically steer the handlebars over here, and even turn your rear view mirrors up. They actually have some silver paint applications over here just to kind of fake the mirror, which is kind of cool. As well as a little console or this here. You have your little brake paddles and throttle here. Trying to see what else we got. Oh, I just noticed this little pistol. See if I can get this guy out here. Reminds me of Danny McBride in Pineapple Express. I used to use this little guy when I was a prostitute. This little pistol here. What else do we got? Got some nice exhaust piping across the bottom. Overall, for an unknown figure, it seems at first glance very well put together. And I don't know if I want to go into the transformation just yet. I might actually use that or save that for my YouTube review. But the other thing that I didn't go through yet are the weapons. So I'll go from the smallest. Well, you already saw the tiny little pistol there, but this larger handgun, double barrel on the front, pretty basic. but functional nonetheless. You can fold these down and up. One thing I noticed, I remember from another review that I saw, there's this little pipe over here and some slots across the side, so you can actually tab them in. Oops. I just got to figure out where to apply the pressure. Here we go. So that tabs in. You can basically have a this little gun there. Trying to figure out how. So that's one. The larger gun that I mentioned before is this shotgun style one over here. Again, you got the handles. There's two little pegs just to help secure it into the rider's hand. Still has this little bar over here that can snap into the side of the vehicle, but that also folds down. I think the overall detail is nice. I think an extra little articulation for this little pump action for the shotgun would have been nice, but not a deal breaker. So let's see if I can snap this in again. Let's see. There we go. So got a big gun on this side, which is pretty sweet. Just a little guy over here. And this is probably my favorite weapon. This is the chainsaw, which is pretty sweet. I love the fact that it's two-handed, so you could actually, you know, have the character holding it, just kind of using it with a little bit more range, which is kind of nice instead of having both arms, you know, kind of tucked low on the very bottom there. You got some really good detail of the teeth around the blade. I think I might customize this, you know, paint, make it look like, you know, there's a chain going around. Cool, but it has the same little bar across over here, so I guess if you wanted to snap it into the front so you can chop dudes up as you're driving around, it's pretty sweet. But let's get the rider in, because I know that you can position him and get him inside. Now he has this little socket over here, and there is a peg that you just kind of need to push him on. So let's see if I can get him to ride this bad boy. Okay, it looks like it's in. Let's get his legs in place. Get him. Actually, I'm going to switch the arm. That's the loose one. Let's get that there. We'll get him fucking throwing this big ass chainsaw in the air. I can just tab that in. I wonder if that's not, maybe this is not for him. Maybe it's for the transformed version. But let's give him this little pistol. There we go. It's like, don't fuck with me. See if I can get him in some kind of badass position here. Pointing at you, motherfucker. Oh yeah, Gears. That was Gears was a good time. Trying to get him in a menacing pose here. One-hand chainsaw. Yeah, I think that's an alright pose, but overall I'm liking the way that this guy looks in his alt mode without any transformation yet. But he does transform into one of these guys. Let's get this back together. Just gonna put some of these pieces away for now. Yeah, for sure. But I think that I don't think I can. I think that's the max lean that you can get, to be honest, but I'll try it out. I'm not sure. There's a couple people on a couple different channels, but if they're just joining now, again, a couple different things we got going on. There's first and foremost, there's the diorama that my good friend, or I guess now friend, Chris from Crashbox put together for Danny and I for this con that we're going to be at next week. Or is it next week? No, in 2 weeks. And the other thing is so first of all, that's Chris from Crashbox Customs. Again, you can find him on Facebook, you can find him on Instagram, but he puts together these amazing backgrounds that you see here. This one was scaled more for the Masterpiece Transformers, because that's what Danny at Toy Travelers sells primarily. And then, as I mentioned, Danny, he's the toy plug. So he has a company called Toy Travelers, who's one of the few retailers that provides these custom figures or brand new Kickstarter figures called the Unrustable Bastards. So it's done by a company called Mayhem Mekaniks. Met Spencer on the team, really cool guy. I've been seeing some other really cool designs that the company is sort of coming out with, but this started off as a Kickstarter project. These guys were pretty much, had experience either selling, third-party and official Transformers, and either worked with the actual, manufacturers, or had close ties to them, and then they ended up, coming up with their own designs, their own line, and this is what the Kickstarter funds were able to put together, which I think is pretty sweet. So this is again Burly or iRide. I guess it depends on which face is there. So again, there's a little skull face dude that's kind of tucked away there because he's not transformed. And then you got this guy here. With kind of like a tear, like a cracked chin, just I guess below the I guess that would be the orbital or the left cheek, I guess. And then you got this kind of jazz or like hot rod looking dude with the full visor kind of going across. It's kind of cool. Yeah, man, Kickstarter. And then you got this interesting kind of, Tron, very, I don't know, alien-esque, whoops, kind of face over here. And you can see that there's also, lines and little kind of like bevels and little dips and stuff as well. I'm going to be doing a YouTube review of all these figures in the next little bit, but there have been people that I've seen that have like customized them. So again, like, looking at these lines over here, they've kind of like added their own extra paint applications throughout the lines over here, or damage marks and stuff like that, to kind of like just give it some more personality, which I think is pretty sweet. Oh yeah, for sure. Alright, so yeah, I forgot to mention that they also provide you with this fucking sweet ass patch. You just could see here it says Unrustable Bastard on the bottom, and it's just kind of like an iron-on type of guy, or I guess you could sew it on as well. But I think it's kind of cool, like an extra little piece of branding to really, appeal to that like biker style collector. So it's a nice little embroidered piece. You get the rider, you get the bike. It's very much in that almost like a light bike, Tron light bike, futuristic, but also a little bit like it's a good little hybrid of futuristic, like chopper sort of style. And then you get this kind of cool, patch. So if you have like a leather vest or some denim or whatever, you want to kind of slap that on there. I think it's really cool for the brand. Something different as like a, sometimes like, I guess shoes and different type of apparel will come with like keychains and like other types of little things. But I think this is pretty unique, and it fits, the Unrustable Bastard, brand pretty well. So I think this is a really good pack-in. Yeah, dude. Like I said, just shoot me a message and I'll hook you up with that art, no problem. And grab a coffee or a drink or whatever, and talk some more school and business and toys and all the fun stuff. Thanks. Really appreciate the support. Like I said, been doing this for a little while. Never really grew up, and it's just kind of, I'm passionate about photography and passionate about the brands and the collections that I have, and it's just a way for me to kind of express my creativity. And I have some really cool people around me, like again my best friend Andrew, who the other half of Toy Bacon, making friends with Danny from Toy Travelers, who's hooking me up with these samples to take a look at, and getting closer to manufacturers, and I just kind of want to make content. It's kind of like my side hustle, and I just love doing it. Yeah, man, take it easy. But I think it's gonna be it for now. Been on for what, a couple hours now, and I do have some other things that I want to cover, but not today. So I went through the Burley iRide. This is the Kickstarter, one of the first versions of the product that came out, and I will stream tomorrow, I guess, or later in the week, with the Spectre Rogues, basically the white variant of of the biker sort of style. So you get the rider, you can see in there. You can see the gray and black colorway. This is the white and gray colorway with the white bike instead of the orange bike. And the rare, highly sought after Otomo, who is the red Akira-esque bike. Got that pill on the side there, and yeah, you can see that it's very much like Akira style. You could even have all these customizable stickers to decal it, just the way you want. It's pretty sweet. But that's all she wrote. So again, what you've been looking at today, a couple of the things that I was covering were some of the awesome things, like this background that Chris put together from Crashbox Customs. Again, take a look at his stuff on Instagram and on Facebook, as well as the Unrostable Bastards. Again, sweet ass bike and a rider. Just gonna get him pointed over here. Just pointing out at you. So yeah, make sure to don't sleep on these guys. I think that they're well on their way to blowing up. They're a really different, unique collectible that not a lot of people have, but I can see how this appeals to Transformers fans and other mech collectors. But definitely check them out at Mayhem Mekaniks, the Unrustable Bastards. I'm going to be actually, this Dio, you'll see this Dio at our show at the next con, the Toy Collector Con in April. So I'll be posted up with Danny from the Toy Travelers, and so it'll be a little bit of a mix of, you know, you can see all the Crashbox stuff. You'll see the Unrustables there, but otherwise that's pretty much it. But I am Kuya Kicks, one half of Toy Bacon. This is a new segment called you know, Studio Sessions that I wanted to try out. Just kind of give you a little bit of a behind the scenes. I think next time I'm going to go with more of a maybe I'll go into tutorials, or like just kind of covering like different shots that I do, instead of just kind of like, you know, rambling on and unboxing and all this shit. But, or if you like this, then let me know as well. But otherwise, you can find me at Kuya Kicks on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Pretty much everything is Kuya Kicks all around. So yeah, we'll catch you soon.